Good morning. Be here again. I've got my saddle. It's actually sitting on one of my kitchen stools. I have my pad on the ground. I have a wool pad. It is cloth on the outside. It's wool on the inside. My horse is a white horse and sheds nonstop. So what I found to be effective for cleaning my pad is a small vacuum cleaner. So what I do is I run it across both sides of it, and that way it collects whatever extra hair there is. The wool seems to want to hold to the hair. So the vacuum cleaner for me works a little bit stronger and better than a brush, and since I'm doing it in my house, there's no reason not to do it smarter and easier. On the outside of the pad, I use warm soapy water. I use a sponge again. I soak it just like we talked about before. I use Dawn dish liquid, or I just use a non-toxic stain remover, and I lightly clean the top side of my pad with a sponge and some sort of either non-toxic cleaner or a kind of Dawn light soapy water. Go back with it with clean water, and then I hang dry it. I hang it in its natural position. I don't hang it straight up. I hang it over. Usually I have a saddle rack that I keep in my truck that wherever I am, I just pull the saddle rack out and hang it and let it dry. Want it in a nice dry place to where there's no risk of any bacteria. Here's my saddle right here. My saddle has got all sorts of nooks and crannies. I like, just like we discussed before, this is what I use for my oil. It's an olive oil. I make it as a shaker top, and this lets me just run across the surface of my saddle. I like this product for my saddle soap. And again, I cut sponges in pieces, and with cleaning my saddle, it's got all these little nooks and crannies. So I have like leather strips that I have to clean down. I have the entire seat. I have a lot of little crevices in the center. And so I would work this into every part of my saddle. I don't use the oil on everything. I don't like the oil to get into the seat of my saddle simply because I don't want any kind of weird oily residue left in that. But I tend to the saddle soap to every part, go in the fenders, pulling the latigo out, all the straps, and I pull my cinch off and I vacuum my cinch. It's made with mohair, so I vacuum my cinch as well. And then I wipe off any debris and I hang dry it if I put anything moist on it. On the underside of my saddle, I would do the same thing that I'm doing in here. Is I take a vacuum cleaner to it because it's just really the wool on it. It's good to like be able to just vacuum it really hard and use the suction on it, and that seems to be really effective for me. Just a thing that I came up with because usually I don't leave my saddle in a tack room where I'm currently staying, so it's in my house. So again, work smarter, not harder. And then I would take this and oil up anything that needed oiling. Saddle soap with a sponge, vacuum cleaner for the rest. Thank you.